So I'm kind of stoked because I just got some acoustic foam panels in the mail. And crack these bad boys open. It is time to treat this room a little bit better. I do have these panels up right now which help with some of the street noise, but I need more treatment on the walls in order to help with some of the reflections. I'm also getting a lot of high frequency, it's this like tinny thing that I need to try and take care of. So I ordered a handful of these, and apparently you can either let them sit for 24 to 48 hours or soak them in water before attaching and wring them out. Oftentimes they need to air out a little bit. I think these are also vacuum sealed. So let's see what these got going. Oh yeah, they need to fluff up a little bit. I see. Yeah, they're vacuum sealed, so they'll poof out. These are actually pretty cool. They're already poofing. I see you poof in front of my very eyes. Wow. Wild. All right, so I will just... I think these will be very cool panels. I think they're going to look cool on the wall too. We'll see. Yeah, they're already poofing out. I suppose I could soak them in some water and help them along. Maybe I'll do that. For now, I'll just take them all out. Alright, well, that seems a little weird, but soaking these up, they actually come, it seems to poof them out a little quicker, so I thought I'd do it the recommended way. Soak them in a little water, wring them out, throw them in the dryer for 20 minutes. Alright, so I've got these inflatable reflective panels. They absorb, I have street noise on 2 walls here, and they do a good job of blocking out some of the lower frequencies from the street, but they're a little bit reflective, so I get actually a lot of high, mid, and higher frequency. I haven't isolated the exact frequencies, but it got bright in here. So one thing I'm trying to counteract is the brightness, and with the foam, I have some of these old foam panels that I had made when I first built this little practice slash recording slash teaching studio years ago. And so I'm essentially going to be bringing in some of these new foam panels on these walls over here to counteract some of the brightness of these inflatable panels, which do a good job of blocking low-end frequencies from the street. And those are harder to block. I'm no sound scientist, but the low-end frequencies, the rumble is harder to get rid of. You almost need complete isolation. They're longer frequency. Longer frequencies are harder to divert. The higher frequencies are a little more. You can just, as far as I know, you can just kind of reflect them around and absorb them a little bit, and they're easier to dissipate. And these panels that I had before helped initially, but the brightness has returned with the inclusion of these. So I'm going to play around with these new foam panels and see what happens. Let's give it a shot. Alright, well, I am no interior designer, but I got a little, first attempt with these, just covering one wall. I know the way this room sounds pretty well, and I've been playing some music that I'm very familiar with, and I feel like it has actually helped to cut those harsh frequencies, so I'm pretty excited. So I'm gonna continue on. I might actually have an engineer buddy of mine come over and help me isolate the trouble spots in this room to treat it in earnest. But I'm pretty excited to tackle this wall. There's a lot of wall there, and there's, you know, drum set which is not getting used right now. Pandemic, you know, nobody coming into the studio, and it's kind of become a little bit of a storage area because I've been doing so much remote teaching and recording in here. But I'm very excited for this room to sound a little bit better. It's been a little harsh, you know, those high frequencies, they just add an edge that I don't want to the sound of this room. So far so good. I'm very happy with these. A little 3M tape, two-sided, and you know, I probably should have grabbed a piece of graph paper and drawn out some designs. I just started winging it, but not too bad. You know, my wife will probably make fun of me later, but that's okay. So I'm gonna play around with the rest of this studio when I get some time, and I'm pretty excited. I'm very happy with these. And I like this design too. You know, the more edges and angles and things, the better to help reflect the sound. You know, it's not just absorbing sound, it's also redirecting and reflecting sound. So the fact that these are kind of convex, but then also, you know, it's a very three-dimensional thing going on here. It's not just a foam pad, and reflects it in a multitude of directions as opposed to the standard old just triangles. It's that way or that way. These kind of diffuse the audio in a good way, I imagine. So I'm pretty happy with this stuff. I'm going to play around with some more designs now. All right.